Autistic people of Reddit, what do you wish more people knew about autism? Laughing at me when I'm expressing happiness instantly makes me unhappy. I knew a guy who went to my college for a couple of years with Asperger's, who really liked rocks. He would occasionally approach me and start talking about them, and I'd listen sometimes when I didn't need to go somewhere, because I could see just how happy they made him. But I also witnessed many times where people were unnecessarily mean to him. There were some people that thought of him as a novelty and would feign friendship and feed him alcohol, just because they thought it was funny when he was drunk. Looking back, I wish I would have done more to help him out and stop them. I remember one day before he left, I went to the gym for a run and all the treadmills were taken. So I went to the indoor track that was hardly used. About 10 minutes into my run, he comes in with his mom and goes into the middle of the track with her. He starts showing her these various sword fighting techniques that he had learned, because apparently he was really into that too. Then he notices me as I'm doing a lap and eagerly waves. I wave back and he motions me to come. So, I took out my earbuds and jogged over. He introduced me to his mom as his friend. I could tell it made her really happy too that he had a friend, and he was really happy too. I had only briefly talked to him a few times, but I did my best to be as friendly as I could be. After a few minutes, I excused myself, saying that I had to get going, so I left. That was pretty much the last time I saw him, because he left school shortly after. He was a really nice guy that most people just misunderstood, and looking back I wish I had tried to get to know him better. Sorry for rambling. What you said just reminded me of him and his love of rocks. We have feelings. We have empathy. You don't look autistic is not a compliment. Telling us everyone is a little autistic doesn't help. Oh my god, thank you. I've been trying to express this and I didn't know how to put it into words. A lot of people with autism show no outward signs of it. One of your friends, co-workers, etc. could be autistic and you'd never notice anything strange about them. Maybe they're a bit shy or awkward in certain settings. In my case, group conversations. But nothing major. For those people, autism isn't necessarily a disability. As such, there would be no reason to treat them any differently than others, even when you do find out they are on the spectrum. As a general rule of thumb, don't assume anything about an autistic person. Find out what they're like and respond appropriately. Don't assume they have the same strengths struggles as your autistic nephew or an autistic celebrity or whatever. Edit. I should probably clarify that I am only speaking for a specific group within the community here. People who don't want or need special treatment, be it from friends or people with authority, just because they have autism. As an autistic person, that's how I feel. But there are also a lot of people with autism who depend on special treatment and couldn't survive without it, especially people with low functioning autism. It's a very broad spectrum. I never meant to imply that autism as a whole is not a disability. Personally, I think low functioning autism should be its own separate disorder with its own name, because it would avoid this kind of confusion. But that's a whole other discussion. In a professional setting I am excellent. I can do group meetings, talk with the VP like I can with a co-worker, do projects, get shit done on time. Excellent. Professionalism is my best mask. However, with anything personal, complete shutdown. Thoughts like, oh god, what the fuck do I say? I have no idea how to answer people. I know what they want. I'm very good at inferring and reading people, but it always feels like answering them, to give them a response they will always like, is disingenuous. At the same time, I don't want to be rude, especially if I just met the person. Even if they don't know I'm just answering with what they're looking for, it still feels rude to me. So basically, I answer like a fucking calculator. I know what they want, so I answer accordingly. I can't answer from the heart. I just can't do it. It feels, somehow, physically wrong and unbearably embarrassing. I know it gets better with practice, but even that is hard. All my responses are learned, again, based on what people expect. I don't have natural reactions of my own, because my natural reaction would be to ask questions, but the usual correct response would be to make a joke or have a comment of your own or something. Normally I don't say anything unless I have something to say, and I rarely ever do. It's a very concentrated effort to come up with and execute banter at the same time. Socializing is so difficult and draining. There is not a moment I can relax or I'll just act weird again. To bring it full circle though, I don't show outward signs besides being quiet and weird. But to not appear like that requires supreme effort.
Hey, what's up everyone? OKPJ here. Thanks for watching my video. If you didn't hate it, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you want to see videos like this every single day, and I'll see you tomorrow.